So to start off, we're going to walk through a few different scenarios for our in-store experience, starting out with cash and carry. So we're going to log in as an administrator, and we're just going to go through our most basic retail scenario. And that is, we walk in, we buy an item, we pay for it, and we walk out. So in this case, we're going to take a look at a couple of different items that the customer might want to purchase. We'll then pretend that the customer scans an item, or we can also search using our search bar at the top. Once we bring up the item, we can see all of the inventory that we have that matches the search terms. We can go in, add the item to the order, and then go ahead and accept payment. You can see that the tax and any applicable possible shipping is already calculated, and you can see numerous payment options that the customer has to choose from. We support all major credit cards and payment gateways. So we'll go in, we'll pay with a credit card. Normally we would be scanning a credit card, but in this case we'll manually enter it in. We'll put in the customer's name and complete the transaction. So there you have it. That is our basic cash and carry. Now moving on to a little bit more complex, the dual fulfillment. So in this type of order, we will be adding an item for both cash and carry, as well as delayed fulfillment, where an item will be shipped to the customer. So we'll go in, we'll look for an item. In this case, we'll search for a shirt and look at our endless aisle of inventory items. We'll choose our style and color and add it to the order, just as we did in our first example. So now that we have our normal cash and carry item, maybe the customer decides that they also want another item, but they don't necessarily want it right now. They want it shipped from their home. Maybe this is a gift that they're giving to a relative and want it mailed to them for their birthday. We already have a customer added to the order, so that means that we'll have their address, credit card information added to the order. And we can now become more engaging. We can show them different items at the bottom of the screen. Maybe they even want to add one, in which case they can go and add it and put it on order. Since we already have the customer's address information on file, we just choose a shipping method, hit add to the order, and now we can see this little picture of a truck. Means that we are indeed going to be sending that from a fulfillment center or a store to a customer. We can go ahead and this time complete with a cash transaction. We'll tender up and complete the payment. Now when we complete the payment, you'll notice that we have a detailed receipt that gets printed out that even includes things like images of the items, all the pricing, taxes, shipping, as well as a barcode that can be used in the future to scan in and bring up the order. So that was a dual fulfillment, and now we're going to move into what we call our SCIS Retail 3.0. And this is that next level with more engagement, more clienteling. And we'll walk through a couple of scenarios here that work to illustrate that based on the power of the data that we're sitting on in the system. So we're going to imagine that Florencia has come into our store. We maybe scan her loyalty card, get her phone number, or maybe her first name. We can search. And now that we brought up the customer information, we have a lot more information about who this customer is, what their loyalty level is, as opposed to just any old customer. We now know exactly who this customer is and their engagement with our brand. We can look at past orders. Maybe they want to return something and don't have a receipt. Well, luckily we're sitting on all that information. And then we have even more insight. We have easy to view, actionable, reportable information on the visit history, the engagement with the brand, and so on, so we can have an even better visibility into the customer's engagement. And then at the bottom, we also have our shopping cart. And this may be a shopping cart that was created in another store, in this store, maybe online. And we can use it to, again, engage the customer. We can add items to our current order, which we'll do here. And so we've already created a new kind of experience for the customer, where we're pulling in experiences from all different sales channels to make the in-store experience that much more memorable. Now, we've added a backpack from our wish list, but next up we're going to go in and add another item to our order. This time we're either going to scan it in or do a search of our endless aisle inventory. You'll see that this item has some reviews that could have been created in store or online, and we even have some upsell and cross-sell capabilities here as well.
I think we talked about this underlinement, but
so for this item, we're going to, Florencia decides that she wants to, instead of adding it to her shopping cart, we actually want to order it and pick it up from another store. So you'll see that we have full inventory and visibility in real time of both nearby stores as well as throughout our entire ecosystem. And we can see here that in our Las Vegas store, conveniently, we have a number of these items in stock. So what we can do is go ahead and put that on order at the location. So we'll hit our order button, we'll go over to our pickup option, and we'll choose the location of the Las Vegas store that we know has the inventory in stock. So now you can see we have the item that we added from our wish list, as well as the item that we have put on order. And now maybe we're at the register and she decides, you know what, I'll pick both of them up at the store. I don't have room to bring them home with me right now. I'll pick them up later. So we can easily go in and make an adjustment to the initial backpack and say we're going to pick that up at the store as well. And now you'll see that both are on order with the store pickup option. Again, we can use this bottom banner for cross-sell and upsell opportunities. You can add a gift card, maybe a correlated item that is going to help increase our average sale size. Or we can go and complete the order with one of our number of payment methods, including gift cards, credit memos, or putting it on account. We can also create a quote or end and delete the order down here at the bottom. So for this transaction, we'll go ahead and complete with a cash sale. We'll tender up and apply payment. Again, you will see a detailed receipt come up that can be either emailed or printed at the register and given to the customer, so they'll have it as reference, which will be handy but not necessarily critical to picking up the item at the other store for pickup. Here we can enter in an email that it can be emailed out and they'll receive that immediately. So as you can see, a little bit different way of engaging. We're getting more customer information, we're getting more delivery methods, we're bringing in online as well as in-store experiences together. And now let's pretend a little bit of time's gone by and she's gone into the Las Vegas store to pick up the item. She walks in, either it gives her receipt to scan, item number, or they look her up in the system, and they can go ahead and quickly pick and fulfill the item from the store with the item pickup request. They also have the option to reject. We have a couple of rejection reasons. You can also manually input a specific rejection reason. But in this case, we will pick both and mark this order or this request as picked. So the reason we have it separately is that the store clerk can actually go in ahead of time, pick the items, maybe put it in a holding shelf, and then when the customer does come in, we'll have a separate where we can go in and either add another item to the order if we want to increase our sale, print the item, or of course mark it as picked up. So that's our Retail 3.0, one of many scenarios we can accomplish with the SweetCommerce in-store solution. So we went in, we requested and purchased at one store, and easily and seamlessly went into the next store and had the item fulfilled at that location.
So I'll pull up my favorite outdoor store on my laptop and see if I can pick up at one of their local stores. I've been told it gets chilly here in Vegas later in the day. I'll start searching for a jacket. Wow, quick search results. This first one looks like my style, and it has great ratings, so I'll check it out. It looks perfect. So I'll choose my favorite color, red. I can see the jacket is available for pickup in the store. I just need to check the stores nearby. Let's see. There are a couple of stores in Vegas, and at the first one, there are 50 jackets available. I can see the address and the opening hours of the store. Looks like if I order now, I can pick it up tonight. Perfect. I'll select store pickup and then add the jacket to the cart. I also see that I can get a 50% discount off a backpack when I purchase a jacket. Who would go hiking without a backpack? I'll add that to the cart too. Oh, look, the site auto-applied the 50% discount on the backpack without the need for a promo code. Nice. I'll proceed to checkout using my previously saved payment information and verify the promotion is applied. Now I go to the final review screen. I can see all the store information again here, and everything is looking good. So I'll go ahead and place the order. There we go. Once the order is placed, Advanced Order Management automatically creates the fulfillment request and sends it to the store. Now here in the Las Vegas store, all of the store associate devices running SweetCommerce in store receive a notification that there is an order to be fulfilled. Expanding the top order shows that the store associate the details of the order that was just placed online a few moments ago. He can open it and start working on it. The associate will use SweetCommerce in store to pick the items and tell NetSuite that they are ready to go. If there was a problem, like an item can't be found, the associate can record that as well and kick off the exception workflow. But to keep it simple here, both items are found and ready. As soon as the order is marked as picked, I get a notification that the order is ready to be picked up with instructions on what to do when I get to the store. So let's take a look at what the experience looks like when I pick up the order in the store later tonight. The store associate can quickly look up my order. He then notices I'm buying hiking gear. SweetCommerce in store prompts the sales associate to suggest a hat to go with my items. I realize a hat to keep the sun off my face is probably a good idea and add it on. And look, another automatically applied promotion. I only have to pay for the hat at the store, and now I'm ready to go for my hike tomorrow.